This truck can cost you way more than you think. Let me say this up front, so nobody gets defensive in the comments. The Ford F-150 is not a bad truck. It's powerful, comfortable, capable, and on paper, the model looks better than ever. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about. Some of the most expensive, dangerous, and ownership-killing problems. I see trucks exactly like this: modern, high-tech, turbocharged, loaded with features, and trusted because of brand loyalty. These faults hide behind strong reviews, big towing numbers. It's an F-150. They've been around forever. And by the time owners discover them, the warranty clock is already ticking or gone. Today, I'm counting down 15 real problems with the Ford F-150 that can turn a dream truck into a financial nightmare. We'll start with the common ones, and we'll end with the faults that end ownership entirely. If you're shopping for an F-150 or you already own one, watch this carefully. 15. Panoramic sunroof leaks. Let's start with something that looks harmless. What the fault is. The optional panoramic sunroof uses long drain channels and seals that clog, shrink, or shift over time. How it fails. Water doesn't drip onto the seat. It runs down pillars, behind trim, and straight into electronics. Symptoms: wet headliner or carpet, musty smell, random electrical glitches. Why it's expensive? Because water damage doesn't stop at one repair. It costs $1,000 to $5,000, sometimes more if modules get involved. Verdict: walk away if there's any sign of water intrusion. 14. Weak front suspension components. Big truck, big weight, big stress. What it is: ball joints, control arms, and bushings that wear faster than they should, especially on lifted or heavily optioned trucks. Symptoms: clunking over bumps, wandering steering, uneven tire wear. Why it matters: ignored suspension wear kills tires, wrecks alignment, creates safety issues at highway speeds. Cost: $1,200 to $3,000. Verdict: acceptable if repaired, but budget for it. 13. Electric power steering glitches. This one doesn't give warnings, it gives scares. What it is: electronic power steering systems that can lose assist suddenly. Symptoms: steering feels heavy out of nowhere. Warning messages: intermittent assist loss. Why it's dangerous: a full-size truck without power steering at speed is not annoying. It's dangerous. Cost: $1,500 to $4,000. Verdict: any steering fault, instant walkaway. 12. Aluminum body corrosion nightmares. Yes, aluminum doesn't rust, but it does corrode. What it is: galvanic corrosion around fasteners, seams, and repairs. Symptoms: paint bubbling, white powder residue, poor panel alignment. Why it's expensive: aluminum repairs require specialized shops, higher labor costs. Cost $2,000 plus for proper repair. Verdict: acceptable only if cosmetic and documented. 11. Overloaded electrical architecture. Modern trucks are rolling computers. What it is: the F-150 uses dozens of modules talking to each other. When one fails, others panic. Symptoms: random warning lights, features shutting off, system unavailable messages. Why it's costly: diagnosis is slow, repairs are unpredictable. Cost: $800 to we still haven't fixed it. Verdict: multiple electrical issues, walk away. Quick pause: if you own an F-150 or any truck and a small issue spiraled into a massive repair bill, drop it in the comments, because the next problems on this list, these are the ones that end long-term ownership. 10. Turbocharger heat management problems. Turbo power comes with turbo consequences. What it is: the EcoBoost engines run hot, and heat kills components. Symptoms: oil consumption, turbo whine, power loss. Why it's expensive: turbo replacement isn't just the turbo. Cost: $2,500 to $6,000. Verdict: acceptable only with perfect service history. 9. High-pressure fuel system failures. Direct injection strikes again. What it is: high-pressure fuel pumps and injectors operating at extreme pressures. Symptoms: hard starts, rough idle, fuel smell. Why it's dangerous: failures can cause misfires, stalling, engine damage. Cost: $2,000 to $5,000. Verdict: acceptable only if updated parts installed. 8. Weak motor mounts on high-torque engines. Torque twists things apart. What it is, motor mounts that collapse under turbo torque. Symptoms: clunking when shifting, excessive vibration, engine movement. Why it matters: bad mounts, stress exhaust, damaged driveline, shortened transmission life. Cost: $1,000 to $2,500. Verdict: fix immediately or walk. 7. Cooling system plastic failures. Plastic plus heat equals ticking clock. What it is: plastic hoses, fittings, and tanks that crack suddenly. Symptoms: coolant smell, low coolant, overheating. Why it's dangerous: 1 overheat can warp heads, kill turbos, destroy the engine. Cost: $1,500 to $6,000. Verdict: any overheating history, walk away. 6. AWD, four-wheel drive transfer case problems. Four-wheel drive isn't four-wheel cheap. What it is: transfer cases that wear early under load or towing. Symptoms: binding on turns, grinding noises, delayed engagement. Cost $3,000 to $7,000. Verdict: noisy transfer case walk. 5. 10R80 10-speed transmission. Harsh shifting. Here it is, the big one everyone argues about. What it is: harsh shifts, hesitation, and clunking in Ford's 10-speed automatic. Symptoms: slamming into gear, hesitation at low speed, jerky downshifts. Why it's expensive: software updates help, sometimes. Hardware fixes don't come cheap. Cost: $4,000 to $8,000. Verdict: unfixed shifting issues, walk away. 4. Excessive oil consumption in EcoBoost engines. The just top it off lie. What it is: oil burning due to wear or design limitations. Symptoms: low oil between changes, blue smoke, fouled plugs. Why it's costly: oil consumption kills, catalytic converters, turbos, engines. Cost: $3,000 to $7,000. Verdict: avoid unless proven fixed. 3. Timing chain and cam phaser issues. This one is deadly. What it is: timing components that wear prematurely. Symptoms: rattling on cold start, rough idle, loss of power. Why it's catastrophic: if timing goes, the engine becomes scrap metal. Cost: $4,000 to $9,000. Verdict: any timing noise, instant walk. 2. Frame and underbody corrosion. Northern trucks. This kills trucks silently. What it is: hidden corrosion on frame components and mounts. Symptoms: flaking metal, soft spots, failed inspections. Why it's a deal breaker: structural damage means the truck is done. Cost: unrepairable or not worth repairing. Verdict: never buy a compromised frame. 1. Engine failure from oil starvation or bearing damage. This is the end of the road. What it is: internal engine failure caused by oil pressure loss, bearing wear, manufacturing tolerance issues. Symptoms: knocking, metal in oil, sudden seizure. Why it ruins you: there's no small fix here. Cost: $8,000 to $15,000 plus. Verdict: total walkaway, no exceptions. Final warning: here's the truth. A Ford F-150 can be an excellent truck or a rolling financial disaster. One hidden fault is all it takes. Not mileage, not the badge, not the monthly payment. Inspection matters more than hype. If something feels off, sounds wrong, or looks suspicious, walk away. And if this video saved you from a bad decision, hit subscribe, because the most expensive truck is the one you regret buying.